Money is not evil, money is an amplifier. If you are a self-made millionaire, you have probably heard this phrase. You've probably paid a lot of money to go to a conference where someone said this phrase from stage. Because here's the problem that you have to overcome. We live in a world that simultaneously teaches us that money is everything, but also money is evil. So if you're born into money and it's the water that you swim in, it's like, all right, yeah, money. But if you go from not having money to making a lot of money, there's all this mindset stuff that you have to overcome about feeling like there's something wrong making lots of money. Welcome to part 12 of Deprogramming from Capitalism and the vulnerable, unfinished story of how I won capitalism and then decided to not play that game anymore. As a self-made millionaire that started out as a really poor kid, I needed to overcome all sorts of money mindset stuff. And I started learning the importance of investing in myself and going to conferences and getting coaching and business mentors that say things like, money is not evil, money is an amplifier. So if you're a bad person and you have more money, you're more bad. And if you're a good person and you have more money, then you're more good, which feels warm and fuzzy because everyone likes to think that they're a good person. And something that I learned, interestingly enough, deprogramming from the Mormon church that I was raised in, that if you believe something, you need to keep going past the warm and fuzzy and see what that really means. So if money is an amplifier and makes you more of who you are, that also means that poverty is a minimizer and makes you less of who you are. And notice how that starts to twist, that starts to feel not true. And it reveals how in a capitalist society, we have this idea that having less money makes you less of a person, that you add value to who you are by adding money to who you are. There's totally power and privilege that comes with money. And I think it's a really toxic idea that we have less worth if we have less money.